I jokingly told you guys the other day that the largest gang in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice was the officers, right? But the fact of the matter, the actual largest inmate gang in the state of Texas is Tango Blast, or Puerto Tango Blast. And you got to think, in the state of Texas, I think if you look at the census, the majority is no longer white people, it's Hispanics. And so that makes people that are going to prison like probably the fastest growing gang in prison. And one of the perks of joining Tango Blast is if you wasn't on the gang before you went to prison, you could join the Tango Blast while they're in prison or whatever. In their approach to how they like recruit you was also was unique in their approach, right? And but I don't dive too much off in the prison politics of that. Like, I'll leave that, because this is through the eyes of a correctional officer. But also one of the benefits of being in the Tango Blast to some folks was, if you were white and you joined like the Aryan Brotherhood or something, whenever you got out of the penitentiary, guess what? You're still in the Aryan Brotherhood. But these guys, once you get out of the penitentiary, you're no longer part of Tango. You may be Tango Blast, but there's no Tango Blast street gang. Now that's kind of changing. I've heard rumors of, like, in Houston and other major cities, people are banging Tango Blast, but that's a prison gang that was born in the prison and it was supposed to be left in the prison. There's something called the Four Horsemen when it comes to the Tango Blast. It's Fort Worth, Dallas, Houston, and I think San Antonio. It might be Austin, or it's Austin or San Antonio, I can't remember. And Tango Blast is the area where these guys come from is super recognizable because they have adopted their city's sports team. So if you're from the Dallas Tango Blast area, you'll see like a big Dallas star and a Dallas skyline tattooed on their body somewhere, and that's Dallas Tango Blast. Or they'll have the San Antonio Spurs symbol, tattooed on them with the San Antonio skyline, or the Houston H with that. And let's say you're not from a major city, right? Because there's a lot of Hispanic people that get locked up in rural areas. Like, they may join part of the West Texas Tango Blast, which may consist of like Midland, Odessa type area, or the Rio Grande Tango Blast, which is like down there in the valley type area. So those are kind of, they're like all different guys from different regions of Texas, but they are all Tango Blast. You know what I mean? So if it ever kicks off, like, they all like join forces, like Power Rangers, and become one massive Power Ranger, and now you got a force to be reckoned with. They're not a security threat group, last I heard, and that may have changed because it's been a while. But let me tell you this. If you were going to seg all the members of Tango Blast, you would have to build penitentiaries just for these guys. You know what I mean? Like, they would be entire 12 buildings of penitentiaries built to house these guys. There's that many of them. I mean, they're definitely a force to be reckoned with, and it's definitely for correctional officers. You need to be safe and to be aware with the individuals that you're working with. If you're planning on going to work out there, and that is definitely my mission and my goal, is just to make people aware. You know what I'm saying? So be safe whenever y'all go out there. Treat people with respect. Treat your coworkers and inmates and everybody with respect, and do your 12 and get home safe. I'll holler at y'all.